I'm Dr. Rhoberta Shaler, the Relationship Help Doctor. And these questions from clients have come in and so many times that I decided to just answer them right here for you. And this question is, my ex is constantly taking me to court, and it's costly, no kidding. And it takes money away from what I can do with and for the children. Why can't we just make a custody agreement that we both can honor? What is the problem? Well, the problem is that neither one of you likely honor the agreement that you have. One of you may, but the other one doesn't. And so we get a constant situation of bickering, a constant situation of unpredictability. And so we lose trust, we lose faith, and we seemingly don't have the will to hold to our agreements. And yes, court is very costly. And I often say when I talk about hijackals, which is my specialty, hijackals are people who hijack relationships for their own purposes while relentlessly scavenging them for power, status, and control. You've probably heard me say that before. And so many times my clients have come to me because they are going to court, trying to get a divorce settlement, trying to have good co-parenting opportunities, trying to get something in writing that will actually work. Now you have to remember, if you are divorcing a hijackal, they have to win. They have to win in every moment. So unfortunately, when divorcing a hijackal, and especially if you have children, you're going to come to think of court as your second home. And you pay for that dearly. And I know how troubling that is, because it seems that it wouldn't be that hard to have a reasonable settlement, a reasonable parental agreement that you both can honor, just as this question asks for. But no, how can that possibly happen when a hijackal has to win? So they can win by agreeing to the agreement or looking like they're going to live to the letter of the law. But then they have to win in every moment. That means that if they can get a little edge on you, maybe they ask to bring the children a little later, maybe they ask you to change your time, maybe they just don't tell you till the last minute that they can't make it. All of those are ways to win, ways to keep you in uncertainty. And that will continue. I'd love to tell you that you can put a stop to it, but the only way that you could put a stop to it is actually going to court and winning, and then going back when they don't hold on to the agreements. And my advice to you is, because that's costly and it is taking money away from what you can do for and with the children, that you could just come to roll with it a little bit more than you probably like to. But don't ever, unless somebody dies, don't ever you change the parenting agreement that you have. I know you want to be nice. I know you want to be accommodating. But if you happen to be dealing with a hijackal ex, that's not going to play out. It is not ever going to be equitable, and you're going to be the one who loses. So you simply say, we have an agreement, and I'm going to live by the letter of the law. I am going to do what the agreement says, because if I don't, I'm in contempt. So therefore, no, you can't have the children an extra day. No, I cannot change times with you. You just have to be able to speak about that. So know that you can never get anywhere by outrightly confronting a hijackal. It's not possible to do that and have any kind of success at all. What you do is you speak about yourself. You speak about what you need, what you want. Speak on behalf of the children, what's in the best interest of the children. And just speak about that. Do not say anything about your ex. Do not say anything to your ex that puts that person in their place or even tells the truth about their behavior. You have to be strategic in these cases. And if you find yourself going to court over and over and over, then so be it. But every time your partner asks you to go to court, you need to say, on your dime. And I know that's very difficult to do, and sometimes it's impossible. So it's not that I have a pie in the sky attitude toward that. But if someone is constantly taking you to court, you have to go to court and make a case for all of these nuisance claims that are coming up over and over. Many of them will turn out to be unsubstantiated. And maybe for some people, some I've worked with, we have had to go and have them ask for a restraining order in order to stop the barrage of texts and emails and constant comment that come from the ex when the children are with their former spouse. So all of these things require you to behave strategically, not what you want to do. You don't want to be an enforcer. I know that you want to be able to be accommodating. You want it to be the best for the children and let's just play nicely together. But that often can't happen. And if you're with a hijackal, it won't happen. Why? Because of that absolute need to win in the moment. This moment and that moment and the next moment. That's the way it goes. So I hope that helps you to understand that you just have to be indirect, but you have to speak about yourself and the needs of the children without making any disparaging comments about your ex or you're about to be ex. Set the tone for the rest of the relationship and always live by the letter of the law. I hope that helps.